Hey guys, what's up? It's Vicious here and welcome back to another video. Now this video is pretty important, just as is the rest of my other videos, but this one in particular is pretty important because it is regards to how you can get banned while spoofing in Pokemon Go. Now obviously, right, if you're using a iOS or Android spoofer, to spoof your location to play Pokemon Go, that is breaking the terms of service for Pokemon Go, and there is a chance you can be banned. If they realize you're spoofing, there's a high probability that Niantic will simply just ban your account or give you a strike, and they don't even actually have to give you a strike or a warning. They can simply just straight up ban you. Obviously for iPogo, this is one of the more common reoccurrent situations where ban waves happen and people's accounts get banned, which sucks, but I guess it's more detectable with iPogo. I'm honestly not sure. Maybe it's more detectable on iOS devices. As for Android, we are pretty safe here, unless you're doing something completely egregious or using like a really unsafe app. Honestly, there isn't much reason to fret about your account, but once again, it must be stated that spoofing, whether you're using on iOS or Android, you can get banned. So in this video, we're going to be going over three types of bans. We're going to be going over Softband, we're going to be going over like being Shadowband, and then we're going to be going over obviously strikes and just getting perma-banned straight up. So first of all, Softband. Now, what is Softband? Softband is a bit weird because I get this question all the time, like, oh, why can't I catch Pokemon after I teleport, right? Or how am I supposed to snipe Pokemon if every time I teleport, I'm put on a 2-hour cooldown? Now, it's really frustrating because I've answered this question in a few videos, but I guess recently I haven't. So this is the sort of video to address that. Softband is essentially Niantic pinpointing your location on the globe and restricting the amount of things you can do to that area. So let's say I spin this PokéStop right next to this, these three Pokemon. It's now pink, which indicates that I've spun the PokéStop. If I teleported to, say, and this is in New York City, by the way, if I teleported to Zaragoza right now, and I try to spin a PokéStop, it wouldn't let me. And I can actually demonstrate that right now, because honestly, doing it once won't get you screwed up. But I'm going to teleport to Zaragoza right now, and it's not going to let, not only is it not going to let me catch Pokemon, it's not going to let me spin Pokestop. So let me just get rid of this. We're going to get rid of quick catch for a second here. We're going to try and spin the Pokestop. It's not going to spin, it's not going to give us items, and then we're going to try catch a Pokemon. So let's try the ducklet over here. And you're going to see what happens. And this is essentially what happens to everyone who gets Softband. It's going to break free, and then it's going to flee. And obviously that shouldn't happen, right? That's a common Pokemon, and it should stay in the Pokeball. But because we are banned, or Softband, it's not going to let us catch anything until we wait a 2-hour period. And the 2 hours is maximum. No matter how far you teleport, 2 hours is the maximum. So obviously there's a chart for cooldown timers, and there's also a built-in feature in PG Sharp called cooldown timer, which is kind of cool. You can change to current location or last cooldown action. So on the top left corner you can see it'll give you a cooldown timer. So if I teleport, so I'm currently at Zaragoza, right? If I go back to New York, it's gonna start that cooldown timer. But it's only going to start that cooldown timer because it thinks I wasn't Softband in Zaragoza. So having teleported back here, I should be, well, within a few minutes, because I don't think I was quite at NYC. I was like a little bit further away. So it might be about 3-4 minutes before I actually get unsoftband. But teleporting back here in New York City, I should be able to just catch and spin Pokestop. So we're going to try, and yeah, there we go, right? So as long as you're able to interact with the map, the cooldown timer will reset, and you won't have to do that. So let's actually try something else. So we have this. Where's the map? Do I get to? What? Where's the actual map? What? Why isn't I'm confused. I don't know why. For some reason, it's not showing on my screen. Teleport, quick load map settings. Okay, that's a bit weird. I don't remember there not being a map at all. Maybe I have to, oh yeah, okay, I have to do this. I have to custom shortcuts, map. Okay, there we go. Nice, map. And then, okay, so we're in New York City right now. We're just gonna quickly teleport a bit further, but not 2 hours away, essentially. We're gonna go to Tarrytown. I've never been here, but we're gonna try that. So, as you can see in the top left corner, there's gonna be a cooldown for you before you can actually catch or interact with the map at all. And this only happens after you've interacted with the map. I'm not sure if PG Sharp actually records whether you interact with the map or not, but you can essentially constantly teleport, and as long as you don't touch anything on the map, and this does not include encountering Pokemon, by the way. If I do this, but I don't catch it and I don't touch the Pokeballs at all, it's not going to put me on cooldown. So you can keep checking Pokemon for shinies while teleporting around, which is pretty cool. So if you're ever sniping, that's the way to do it, right? Next week's video is essentially about sniping, so I'll go over it a bit more in detail during that video. Okay, so the next one is Shadowbands. Now, Shadowbands are pretty straightforward, nothing too fancy, right? Essentially, it means Niantic has realized you're spoofing, or your account may be doing some suspicious things, and so it's given you a Shadowban. Now, what is a Shadowban? A Shadowban means you don't get to really play the game, because the only Pokemon that you'll ever see are very common Pokemon. So you'll know when you're Softband, or you'll know when you're Shadowband, and this is actually a really rare case. I don't see them happen as frequently as they used to. It used to be pretty frequent. Like if you were caught spoofing, you just get Shadowband instead of like proper banned, or like, you know, whatever. And essentially they just limit the amount of Pokemon you can catch. If you like teleported to a Dragonite that your friend knows is there, you try to go to it, it's just not going to be there for you. It's going to be a different Pokemon, which obviously sucks, right? Your account's probably doomed at that point. And one thing that also happens, not really quite a Shadowban thing, but if Niantic realizes you've spoofed to catch some Pokemon, it'll actually X out some of those Pokemon. So there'll just be a line through some of your Pokemon. Like, imagine this Palkia, right? If I spoof to get it, it would just put a red line through that Pokemon, and you just essentially can't use it at all. Which is frustrating, obviously, because you've done it, you've caught it, but Niantic has just stepped in to essentially remove that Pokemon from your inventory. But once again, doesn't happen that much nowadays, I don't think. I think people just straight up get permabanned. So the last thing, obviously, is permaban. Now, there's a few steps to being permabanned. Sometimes you just get straight up banned, which sucks, but sometimes you get a red warning. And that red warning kind of looks like this. It's on the screen right now. And you'll know when you get it, because it's scary as hell. You get it, right? And you're like, damn, okay, maybe I shouldn't spoof. And usually that's the indicator to stop spoofing. But as I'll go over on later in a bit, I'll be telling you guys which apps are usually safe, and which apps I haven't really had any problems or haven't had people like tell me they've been banned off. Yeah, that's what a red warning looks like. And obviously the permaban is you just won't be able to log into your account. Usually it's an unable to authenticate error, or either that, or if you log in, you'll just get a message saying your account has been banned. And it sucks because you can't even like re-log into a different account. You actually have to reinstall the application, because it just stops the application from working on your phone, which is very frustrating. Yeah, I'm not going to show obviously right now, but I do have an account that has been banned. And whenever I log into that account, it essentially locks the app out of being logged into by any other account, and you'll have to reinstall the application. So yeah, okay, so going over the applications that actually should be safe, rooted devices are the safest. Rooted spoofing software is the safest. Obviously not 100% safe, but more safe than the non-rooted ones. And this would be SX, which is a jailbroken version of a spoofer for iOS devices, and then Polygon for Android. And obviously there are the non-spoofed or non-rooted and jailbroken alternatives, which are iPogo, which also can be jailbroken for, but iPogo can be used without jailbreaking, and PG Sharp, and I guess FGL Pro, but I don't think anyone uses FGL Pro anymore, and if you do, it's probably rooted as well. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. But PG Sharp, I don't know anyone who's been banned. Straight up, just don't know anyone who's been banned. I don't know anyone who's been had a warning. And honestly, if you're not egregious with the cheating, you should be fine. As long as you're not teleporting around the map, just constantly getting soft banned, as long as you're not attending these like Niantic events. Well, that's one thing to worry about, by the way, is like attending like these specific Niantic events, just like specifically spoofing there to get like certain Pokemon or spinning like PokéStops when you really like have no ability to be there at all, is pretty egregious. I know a few people who've been banned like that, but that was like a year and a half or so ago. But then again, I wouldn't test your luck, right? If you're level 50, you have like tons of Pokemon, it's probably not worth the risk. And for iPogo, I wouldn't use iPogo, honestly. Like, if I was an iOS user, I probably would just get an Android. Or just jailbreak and use SX, or iPogo. But I wouldn't use iPogo without rooted, without jailbreaking. It's pretty risky, I'd say. And I know people who have been banned and have messaged me on Discord and just been like, hey, what the fuck? And yeah, I mean, that's it for the entire video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed or learned something today. If you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like, subscribe. That would be fantastic. If you want to support the channel directly, you can join as a member down below. There's a join button. You can just click that. Leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see next. However, most likely next video will be about sniping specifically. Come to our Discord. We have just under 17,000 members. We're trying to get to 20K. Likewise, my channel is trying to get to 30K subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I am on my knees begging. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay safe, stay collected, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.